Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome to Saturday night's Messages of Love from Above. Glad to see everybody. Hope you're having a great, great, great weekend. And before we get into the session, let's bring some unconditional, eternal love energy into this readings, into ourselves, fill us up, and spread out to the world. And we'll start by taking a big, deep breath and coming back to this moment, getting out of the chaos, letting the past and future go and come back to the now. So you can breathe in through your nose or mouth, whatever you feel comfortable with. Hold it for as long as you'd like, and then release how you'd like as well. So let's do a big breath inward. Beautiful. Then I have our wonderful singing bowl, which we will strike 3 times. And each time, just let that love flow into us, fill up our bodies, our minds, our hearts, our lives, and then flow out to the world to do what this unconditional love energy wants to do for the collective and our planet. So here we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me in doing that. Put the bowl back here. All right. So, hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. So, what are we going to do? Well, first of all, if you're new to my channel or new to these readings, welcome, welcome. We got a great group of people, huge hearts, great senses of humor. So, hello to all my regulars. Thanks for returning. I love your energy and your thirst for spirit. And if you're new to the channel or new to these readings, how they work, the free readings, I go down in order through the chat. First come, first serve. And there's no special list or anything. The chat is it. If you don't want to put your business out there, you can just ask for a general reading. We'll pull cards, see what spirit has to say. What else? I don't think of anything else on that. If anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange and I prioritize those readings. I step out of those. Free readings are usually 1 to 2 cards, but if you want me to go deeper, a donation, in addition to prioritizing those, I actually dive deeper too and pull more cards for those. To make a donation, you can use the super chat at the bottom or in the description box of the video. I do have my Venmo, CashApp, PayPal, and Square. And whatever amount you feel that you can give is the perfect amount. I know everyone's finances vary from person to person, day to day, country to country. Cost of living is different around the world. Rate of exchange is different all around the world. So whatever you give from your heart is the perfect amount. What else? My mind went like kind of blank. um, oh, for today, thank you, Spirit. On the first Saturday of each new month, on the first, YouTube gives me 10 free memberships to give away. So I give five away in my morning session and five away in my evening session on the first Saturday of the month. And the Zen Cricket, in addition to prioritizing in these sessions. So um, donations get first priority, and then all my monthly YouTube channel members, you'll see their names in green with a little badge. They get second priority for their free reading, and then I go on to the other free readings. Uh, so if you don't win one of the memberships, I have two levels. If you would like to be included in those, my Zen Cricket is $2.99 a month. In addition to getting prioritized in these five live sessions that I do each weekend, also on Wednesday nights, I have a 2-hour session for my YouTube members. So you can come in. It's a small group right now. Of like less than 30 people. And so you can ask as many questions as you want. And we do oracle readings and even past life readings. And we talk about all sorts of stuff. Like this last Wednesday, we, in addition to getting messages from your animal spirit guides, we also find out what bird you were in a past lifetime and what message that brought for you, and any plant or tree that you were in a past lifetime. So we get kind of interesting with all that stuff too. So it's fun. Thank you. Thank you, Sean. Yeah, Sean G. Whoop, whoop. Shout out to one of my YouTube channel members that's in the house. Um, so that's what comes with the Zen Cricket. And then the praying mantis is $7.99 a month. And for that, you get everything that the Zen Cricket does. Plus, on Thursdays, there's an additional 2 hours. And then on Friday and Saturday nights, at like after this one tonight, I'll have an hour with my praying mantis members. And then on Sunday, after my morning session, we have that. Um, so we have access to all that. And then, like, we read books in the praying mantis sessions, where we're right now we're reading Trust Your Vibes by Sonia Shakat, learning about how to raise our intuition and raise our vibe and our energy. So if you're interested in all those, if you haven't signed up yet for, let me see, here's a little video that talks about how to switch your little giveaway option to on, because you have to have your settings sent to yes, I'll take a free membership, otherwise you don't get included in the drawing. And I don't do it myself. It's Spirit in YouTube. I just push a little button to give away five, which I'll be doing here in just a moment. If you want to get in there and flip that on. Um, but YouTube determines them, and of course Spirit. So they will have those will unfold there in a moment. So let me just get some stuff out of the way here. And okay, YouTube is now saying we are live. That's good. I just didn't check this time. That's what I normally do. I make sure YouTube is saying I'm live, but obviously you guys are interacting, so we were live. So that's good. All right. So Um, so that's what we'll do here. And then when I get back into doing my podcast and my pick a card readings, I got the plague in on July 31st, and August I was like so exhausted that I didn't do any pick a cards or my podcast or anything like that. So I'm gonna try to get and ease myself back into there while maintaining a balance. But all of my YouTube channel members get advanced access to all that stuff too. So all that information, as far as there's a link on how to subscribe in the description box of the video. All right. Oh, so let's give away the five. I gave away five this morning. So let me give away the five more here. So three, two, one, here we go. So take just a moment and we'll see their little names pop up here. So Mystic Bond, congratulations. Morgan the Void, congratulations. Lee McGee, Also Lady A and Jaded Kate. So congratulations to the 5 of you. Gonna grab a screenshot of that so I have that for my records. And so there we go. That's it. Hey, Infinity! Shout out to another one of my YouTube channel members. So, all right, let us shuffle up. We're going to be continuing to use the wild and unknown tarot that's coming in here. So we'll be using that, and we will start with. I actually have Michelle Smith. You had your donation via the CashApp, so you'll be up first, and then Sun and Moon, and then I'm just looking at timestamps here, and then Erica, you'll be up after that, and then Infinity. So that's where we'll go with the donations for right now. All right. So Michelle Smith. So Michelle, you wanted a general reading. So let's take a look here and see what Spirit has here for you. What does Spirit want you to know right now? Okay, got those. Wow, okay. I did want that one too. And these two right here. That one and that one, but not that one. Spirit's always so specific, and I like it that way. All right. All right, but they did want this one too. We'll see what that's about here. All righty. Let me scooch these over. And what makes sense here now we see we've got the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles, the Father of Pentacles, which is about abundance and fullness that's coming in for you. And I see here, because this is the card that wanted to be heard. It's like the little inner child with the Five of Pentacles, which is the energy of, underlying beliefs and lack and feeling abandoned and being left out in the cold, and that kind of energy. So I love the King of Pentacles because that's about huge abundance, power and strength over abundance, and rules over our outside world. The Five of Pentacles does talk about a evolution, a transformation from those lower vibrational beliefs that we're all taught as children, that there's not enough, we're not enough, we're going to get abandoned by these humans. When they freak out, they become survivalists and pull back everything, and we feel alone. We all experience that usually as children. But we have these beliefs that are created around them. But then as we transform and evolve throughout our lives, we realize it's not humans that bring us what we need, but the creator, source with endless resources. And we realize, like me, after 57 years, that I've never been without what I needed, or to be dead right now, obviously, right? And I'm not a zombie. I'm not a ghost. So we've developed this trusting relationship that you're going to bring me everything I need in each moment and more. They don't just bring us the bread and water and go, here you go. They love us so much, they always want to give us more. But we have that solid foundation that's developing. And I feel like that's what's kind of coming in here, with this right now, Michelle, is that's the underlying energy is about abundance and fullness, and that the outside world is unstable as humans are unstable. All it takes is their little inner child to feel unsafe and out of control, and whoop, what, off we go, pulling back everything to ourselves because I need it all to survive. And so the stability we find is when we turn inward and upward, and we realize creator is who brings us everything we need, even though they use humans to be the delivery company, a lot of times, but they don't need it, but they do. It's like a UPS driver delivering something you ordered off Amazon, right? You can thank the UPS driver, thank you, but then you're like, thank you, right? So I like that. So let's see what these other cards are that came in here. So yeah, you got the Three of Pentacles, which is about abundance that comes through creative projects and through expressing your creativity. It's about being unique and true to yourself, being your authentic self, and allowing that, to come in there. So I like that kind of energy that's coming in there. Um, let's see what else they have. They're nudging me to go forward, so we will. Yeah, because then we move to the Six of Pentacles. And with the Hierophant coming in, the Hierophant is about, you know, capital T truths, being guided and drawn to see things more clearly. And with those two coming out together with the Six of Pentacles, there is this energy of understanding what is the rate of exchange that we developed when we were younger, right? I know I probably shared this before. I share it probably almost most cases once a day, but it's a great awareness that around the Six of Pentacles, which is about the balancing of our rate of exchange. And here's a little video that talks about the Six of Pentacles specifically, and how we can, instead of feeling like we have to give 1,000 love coins or 1,000 success coins, to just get one in return, that's a sucky rate of exchange. But our inner child, we developed that when we're like 7 years old and younger. It doesn't know any better. It seems like, well, that seems fair. But and then we spend our lives over giving, and our little inner child keeps things away. When we and there's these forest fields that it rules over, and it keeps us accountable to that 1,000 to 1. It's like something tries to come in, it's like, no, no, no. It doesn't let us, do that. But once we bring that rate of exchange from the subconscious to the conscious, we release that, these walls fall down, and then abundance and love and other things can come in as well. So I like that. If you want to check that out there. So, yay, Mystic Bond, you are very welcome. Many blessings to you. Congratulations on being one of the winners. We do have a special Wednesday night session for YouTube members too, from 6 to 8 p.m. Mountain Time for free readings for all my YouTube members. So, and hey, me, shout out. So, let's take a look here, Michelle. What happens here? So, we got the Hermit. So I feel like you've been in this little fun hermity mood. I think we all have been with this super full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces about 3 weeks ago. So we've kind of all been having this draw inward, but I feel like this has been going for a while. Even beyond that, where you've been really looking in, doing your shadow work, looking at your worth and your self-worth, and I just feel like there's just a little more, tweaking that you can do with it that allows this abundance to come in, that kind of puts that Five of Pentacles low beliefs of lack that are bubbling below surface, that, like, puts them to bed. It transforms them, it releases them, which brings down these forest fields. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, so here we go. Yeah, with that Hermit card, with the Hanged Man being like in a cocoon and transformation, and this Eight of Cups energy of leaving behind emotions that no longer serve you has been an important piece of this journey that you've been on. And it is this inventory you've been doing about emotions that are below the surface, right? That are charged, that you've been transforming. And then also this you know, evaluation of relationships that you have had as well, where you've been the one investing 70, 80, 90% all the time, and, not getting the 10, 20, 30% return, right? It's not like, relationships are give and take. This is like consistently it's that way, and you're realizing, you know what? I don't need to overgive, and that kinda comes back to the Six of Pentacles too. I don't need to overgive in my relationships. I don't need to overgive with abundance things in my life, and I love this transformation that's coming in here for you. Yeah, yay. Yep, so you got the 10 of Swords, which is about being sick and tired of people pleasing, right? I've had enough. Psh, psh, psh. Trying to do everything to make everyone else happy and obey all these people's rules that they're all varying, they're contradictory, and it's like exhausting. And that's what the 10 of Swords comes in, and is like, I've had enough. I don't need to do this anymore, and I'm going to choose me. I'm going to have this great release that comes in with all that, right? And the Two of Cups, which allows here, with this um eight of cups that you've been doing and taking an inventory of your emotions, you are preparing for a deeper relationship. Now, if you're in a romantic relationship already, it feels like it just expands it. And also means that you expand your relationship with your higher self, and it can be with best friends, with family. There's this importance of release of all these expectations, get all this energy that comes back that allows you to invest in the relationships and in the things that you're wanting to do here. And I like that. Um, well, there was something else with the two cups. What did you want to say about that? That was oh yeah, all of this cups energy, all this emotional energy that you're getting back and you've been storing up has so that you have the resources to be able to give um, to. And then you also have the lover's card on the bottom of the deck. So there is very much these emotional choices, and I like all this energy coming in here for you. So let me put these cards back in. I do want to pull. I have a Akashic Truth Oracle. I'm going to pull one of those for you too. Let's see what else they want you to know right now. So what else for Michelle? All right, that one right here. See what we got here. Yeah, trust in yourself. Beautiful, beautiful card. And it says, you've got this. You've worked hard to get this far. No, no crap, right? And you have the ability to create the things you desire. Learning to trust in yourself and your abilities will take you to your highest timeline. I love that. So great energy coming in there. Right. So that is what they have for you, Michelle. Again, thank you so much for your donation. Really appreciate that. All right. And then Sun and Moon, thank you for your donation. Let's give that a love and a like here since it lets me. All right. And then you want Sagittarius's feelings and intentions towards you. Hey, hey, please be very nosy. Guaranteed, right? All right, let's take a look here. Let's find out what's going on. So let's take a look here. What's our Sagittarius's feelings right now? All right. All those, huh? All right. And then what are their intentions towards you? Well, we did say we wanted to get nosy, so they're like, bam, all these cards. Getting the 411. That's the information in the United States. Getting the info. Okay, that one. What else? Hey, Erica. No, Erica, you will be up next after Sun and Moon. And then Infinity will be up after that, just to give everyone a heads up where we're at on the donations. All right. There was more. All right. So what's going on here? Ooh, the double energy is on the bottom, which isn't a bad card. It's Saturn, Capricorn energy. I'm a Capricorn rising, so I don't I embrace the devil card because it's the shadow work, and they're given, um Saturn is the taskmaster, but they give you a task to do, and then there's a reward that always comes with it. So it's like, yeah, but that this does show that overall there's a shaking and a rattling going on with the Sagittarius, both within themselves, and then it could also be with you, and we'll see what comes in here. But in regards to those, so that is what we have there. Hey, Michelle, you're very welcome. Love and light to you too. All right, so let's find out here. You've got, is it 5 cards? So 5 cards. Ooh, 6 cards with their feelings. So we'll look at that, and then you've got 2 sets of 2. So 2 cards and 2 cards for their intentions. So we'll take a look here. So we'll start. Let's get to the bottom of it here first. All right. So we do have the judgment card coming in, which, is about the higher self calling the lower self to a higher place. And so their feelings here, very much in a transformational time in their life with this. It's like they're being like there's this longing, this drawing to see things from a different perspective. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah. So if they've been feeling kind of hermity and pulled to themselves into their shell a bit, it makes sense with all of this because this is their higher self and spirit and their spiritual posse kind of calling them into this place to really review who they are and what they truly want and um, a lot of clarity because I feel like they were in a very confused place and they're being drawn in to just really I it's funny when their spirit when their spirit team kinda bust them out in a way, like, because, they just really didn't have a clue before, they were just kind of lost, and that we, needed to draw them in to really get them out of this confusion, really just, I don't know if you're was it Moon? Was it Cher was in a movie. It was called was it called Moon something? But she slaps the guy like, "Snap out of it. Snap out of it." That's kind of what they're saying that he's kind of going through, this Taurus. And it's great. We got the Wheel of Fortune. Moonstruck, thank you. Of course, Sun and Moon would know that. So Wheel of Fortune is good because four major arcana really: the Devil card, the Judgment card, the Hermit card, the Wheel of Fortune. So this is a significant change that's coming in their life, and a transformation that's happening, right? But it is for them. The Wheel of Fortune tells us that whatever happens in our life is for us, and in this case, even our human is on board with it, and they're understanding it, and they're getting it, right? So they're kind of coming into this alignment to understand themselves. I feel like that's setting the foundation. These first really four cards, but these three cards that came out are that. And then I feel like these next three, which I haven't seen yet, are their emotions towards you. So let's take a look here. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles does feel like a brand new start and new opportunity opening up. I like this energy because it's fresh, it's new. It's like they're seeing their worth in relationship to the outside world differently. So I feel like their emotions are, I feel like they're going through a change in the outside world too towards you. Yeah, the Seven of Swords. These, thoughts and beliefs and mindsets of deceit, of thievery, beliefs that have cheated him out of things in the past. And that's what I guess that's kind of what they were saying. He wasn't really the sharpest tool in the shed as far as wisdom. A little bit of not a little bit naive when it comes to people, and I feel like he kind of trusts people um, that he shouldn't have trusted in the past, and that's where the Seven of Swords had a lot of deceit and a lot of cheating and a lot of you know being used and not realizing it because they were so trusting. And that's good. I like that purity and that innocence, and you know he's got wisdom. I feel like it's what I'm kind of getting this picture in my head is like there's this shack, and it can be like in the backyard or something, doesn't have to be out in the wilderness, but it's like a shack in the backyard that's his tool shed and little workshop, and they're just really contentment. A lot of kind of like, even though they're Sagittarius, I feel like they've got a lot of earthiness, down to earthiness to them. And they would do stuff for people. I mean, they would give their shirt off their back to people in the past, but I feel like they've really been um, so used in the past that it's like it's in a way they've lost faith in people, and they don't like that. And this is why they have kind of turned into this hermity, individual. I got to see things differently. This can't be the way the world is, kind of stuff. Yay! Yep, and new love, heightened love, and I feel like they're coming into this new place. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. I like this for them because it is that they're seeing things more clearly, and I like this. We got the Temperance on the bottom of the deck too, right? So they take their good old doop 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 time, but they're learning to trust. And I like this because I feel like in this kind of hermity type of place, they're seeing it clearly who they can trust and who they can't, or who they're unsure they can trust, but they're really realizing, wow, they're seeing you for who you are because you don't hide. You are you, and there's no there's no guessing. I wonder how they feel about me. You tell people how you feel, right? And I feel like that's been a very good thing, even though times that they got butthurt over stuff, but I feel like they're realizing, you know what? I never question you. So I like that. I like that energy coming in. And then intentions, right? So let's take a look here at these intentions. These two came out together. All right. Right, right. Yeah, we'll take a look at that here. Well, we got here, they're really with this Father of Swords, which is the King of Swords. They're rolled, um, they roll over the thinking and mindset, but all the kings are given a second portion. So they've really been in their head a lot. But here comes the magician, which is action, 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 and movement. And I like that. I feel like they're kind of you're gonna see the smoke and the steam start to, settle down because they're getting out of their head and they're about to take action. Let's take a look here. Yeah. So, well, they're at the doorway here with the world card, endings of old cycles, beginning of new adventures. Eight of Cups here, leaving behind emotions and people that don't serve them anymore. And so there is this movement forward. The world card is victory. The magician is the new beginning coming in here. And I feel like they've just been in this journey, of trying to get to this point. Yeah, even on the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups, which is movement towards dreams come true. So I do feel here, this fiery energy. So I was going to look at the moons because I feel like the this this eclipse energy has been off the charts, right? Like, oh my gosh. But I like um this change of things, this realization that's kicking in here. And um especially this realization of the fears and overcoming these fears. I feel like this is coming to a head now. And so I feel like, next week I got to grab my moon. Let me move my other calendar. We need to organize my desk. Okay. Because when's the next Aries moon? Because we just did Libra. We've got Scorpio, is what we're in now. Sagittarius. Ooh, so it could be even Sagittarius next week. 7th, 8th, 7th and 8th, Monday, Tuesday next week is the Sagittarius moon. That could ignite them here. If not, then we're looking at Aries energy. The moon enters Aries on dun, 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 Tuesday the 15th. So I feel like this moon energy is important here. So with Sagittarius, that could spark them too, because that's of course the fire sign. So it could be Monday or Tuesday of next week that their action, especially since that's their sign. If not after that, then the next one. It's going to be around when the moon is moving into a fire sign. It just activates them and they're like, let's go. So I kind of feel like it's next week with that Sagittarius. We're also going to pull an Akashic Truth Oracle here for you. Let's see what else they want you to know here. Yeah, warrior spirit, spirit. It says relentless commitment to challenges approaches life as a personal battle, here to master your forceful nature. So I like that, and again, here's this moon energy coming in with that too. And I like the that you're patient with them right now. And I like that, energy coming in here. So I do feel like it'll be worth the wait because now that they know that, they can trust you and they feel comfortable, I feel like there will be movement coming up here. So I feel that is it, right? Yeah. So I feel like next week we'll do that. And and don't feel like you can't, like when he says, um, "Hey, I want to see you." Okay, well good. You know what? And think of a day that works good for you and something you want to do. You know what? What do you think about Tuesday going to see blah blah blah? There's someone playing music, on Tuesday, blah blah blah. What? Yeah, yeah, let's do that. Let's get it. Let's do it. So, um, because I feel like there is this little uncertainty and insecurity a little bit about what you know what would be good to go do, right? So don't be afraid to help. All right. So that's what they have for you, Sun and Moon. So I feel like next week, if not, it's the week after with the Aries energy, but I definitely feel like it's coming up here. All right. So that is what they have for you. Thank you again for your donation. And then, Erica, you are up next. Right? Yeah, because that was I'm just looking at the timestamps. Yep, 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 yep. So you want to know why is Trey the Scorpio talking bad about him, or talking bad about, oh, that he got you pregnant? Oh, okay. Let's take a look here. You are very welcome, Sun and Moon. All right. Let's take a look here. So, why is the Scorpio? That's what Scorpios do. They sting when they're in their lower vibration. But let's take a look here and see what's going on below the surface. What's triggering them to do this here? All right. All right. So, Erica. So we got the eight of swords here, which they're in this transformative type of energy that's going on here. This is, one, they're becoming aware of their own fears, their own thoughts, beliefs, and mindsets and fears that have made them feel blinded and bound and trapped. And, um, so it's fear is at the root of this, right? They're afraid, and um, so many fears of what people think and what it's going to do, what's going to do you, what's going to do them, blah 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 blah, all this kind of stuff coming in here, right? So we have the lovers card underneath that too. um this is on the this energy on the bottom of the deck, and also the seven of cups, which is a lot of emotional confusion, right? So there's all this, fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of what other people are going to think, fear of how it's going to impact everything, right? And so they're working through this. I like the eight of swords. It's their way of, they're talking about it on the outside, right? Yeah. you know, and so he's trying to, like, process everything and you know if you look at replace that he's instead of he's talking bad about him getting you pregnant, just realize that he's expressing his fears around getting you pregnant and go, okay, so this isn't about you. This is about their little inner child themselves that the fear of the unknown is a huge thing that triggers all of us humans. And they're like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. I'm going to fail. That's the big fear, right? Um, so, you know, just know that that's kind of the underlying energy that's there. And we'll see what else we have here too. Yeah, so there is the moon is a lot of energy that's below the surface, a lot of emotional energy. And, this Son of Wands that comes in here is, it's the Knight of Wands, which is a lot of passion, a lot of movement. And it kind of, I don't know why this, it's like there's this fear around, oh God, oh God, um, there's some of it feels like about, that they like expressing their passion. But they're also like, oh my gosh, that this stuff gets people pregnant. It's like, yeah, how did you not know? You said that. That's funny. So it's like, uh-oh, so there's this clarity that's coming in for them and this fear about, well, I'm not going to be able to, have uh, it's like this fear of commitment in a way, of restriction, but also repercussions of what that does. And it's like, oh, but there's a lot of so there's a lot of emotion that's just boiling below the surface. What else do we have here too? Wow, yeah, all this emotion because there's also the 5 of Cups and the 6 of Cups. That are coming in here. And so there's a lot of is, they'll when they're focusing on the lower vibration emotions, then it just seems like overwhelming. But they also have the 6 of Cups, which is, a balanced emotions. And so they're bouncing back and forth. They're excited, but then they're also scared, and then they're excited and they're scared. But, I feel like with the 6 of Cups, you guys do have this draw that you have for one another that has to do with past lives and these journeys that you guys have had in past lives together too. Um, there's something to do with about a loss of a child, that's bubbling below the surface within them too. And this doesn't have to do with this lifetime, has to do with some past lifetimes where the emotional memory of losing children in the past, both when they were a female, lost their a baby, or two, and then also as a male in other lifetimes where they weren't able to protect their children, and be that. So they have a lot of that, kind of stuff that's going in there. Hmm. Yeah, and he's just like, because it's fear, when our human, when our inner child feels unsafe or out of control, whoop, alarms go off, and that little 2-year-old and like our pet hissing cat here are in charge. They knock out our intelligent, compassionate, loving side, and it's just like a little 2-year-old that needs to feel safe and in control again. So, there is this, you know, freaking out that happens with, our, little human inner child when something shocks us, something makes it feel unsafe and out of control, right? And that definitely would do it. And so, cut him some slack in that area, but eventually he'll calm down and his loving, compassionate, intelligent side will return for a little bit anyway. But I like that, I feel like, they will get this strength card. This Leo energy will come in, the courage will come in, they'll step up And then also with the Two of Swords, they're at that crossroads where their head is battling with their heart. And so I like that. I feel like, they're on one side, their mind's freaking out, but their heart, loves it. And that's where they're having their inner battle going on. But so, if you can look at it as they're not, talking bad about it, they're just fearful. And so that lower vibration gets expressed in stupid ways. Because when humans are in fear, we do stupid crap. Because we're a 2-year-old with its pet hissing cat, and we don't make good decisions when we're that. When we're returned to our adult self, we make much better decisions. So it's like, okay, we see what's going on there. Yeah, so it's there, and there's a lot of stuff that's bouncing around in there. Yeah, I love that you said that. Um, you're getting your self love and healing to the point where you can actually articulate energy um, that way. So I love that for you. So I like that. All right. So that is what they have there for you. Hey, Nelia. Shout out to one of my YouTube channel members there. And MH Ka. Yeah, anyone can ask questions. You can just put it down in the video. I mean, in the chat. Um, and I am doing donations first. They get first priority, and then I will go in and complete readings for my YouTube channel members, which you'll see their names in green with little badges, and then I start at the top and work my way down for the other free readings. So if you want yours prioritized, your donation of any kind can do that. For anyone new coming in, you can use the super chat at the bottom, or in the description box of the video, we do have Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and Square. So, so there we go. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, Olivier. You're welcome, Erica, and thank you again so much for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. So we did that one. We did that one. All right. And then up next, we've got Infinity. So thank you, Infinity, for your donation. Let's give that a love and a like. And you had asked, is L waiting for you, hoping you'll reconcile? All right. Let me take a quick sip here. All right. All right. Let's take a look here. So what we got here. You're L? Are you Infinity's L? well, we shall see here. We'll see if you're telling the truth, if that's really you. You just ate 4 apple pies. Wow, yum. Baby's hungry already, huh? All right. So, Infinity, on the bottom of the deck here, we've got the 8 of Swords, which is transformation here. So, there definitely is this, becoming aware of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that no longer serve you both. And that is something, that's the underlying energy that would have to change in order for reconciliation to happen, of course. Because you can't go back and do the things the way you did them before. And, because we're just going to do what we've always done and get what we've always gotten. There is a little bit of, below the surface too with the Five of Pentacles. These old feelings of lack and fear, being abandoned and being left behind, being left out in the cold. And, this is where our thoughts and beliefs and mindsets where it really kicks in here and, um, has that, don't know, this lessening feeling that comes in. And with, when we look at the 8 of swords, when we have these expectations of supposed to be and should be and need to be and have to be with these, we tend to get drawn in focusing on who someone's not, who we're not, what the relationship is not. And that's why this, you know, um, flow of thought and belief and changing of expectations, release of expectations is an important piece of that, right? Um, and then we also have, in addition to the 8 of swords, we have the 8 of cups that's coming in here. And the 8 of cups is about leaving behind emotions as well that don't serve us anymore. And so there is this importance here, that needs to have this flow, this release of old emotions that don't serve, release of old thoughts that don't serve anymore in order to move forward, in order to have this feeling of abundance, this feeling of wholeness that comes in here, right? Um, in addition to that, we've also got these 2 cards. We got the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is like the hermit's journey, being alone with spirit in the garden. And with this Ace of Cups coming in, the importance of this combo is learning about our self-love. One of the big ahas that we have in life is that, you know, we can't love others more than to the extent we love ourselves, nor receive love from others more than to the extent we love ourselves. And this is an important aha and awareness that's coming in here for both of you, I feel. And you know I'm not sure if Mystic, Bond, if you were serious, if that truly is the L that they're talking about, but it feels like, there's this pause in both of your lives that is, um, there is that hoping and wanting to reconcile, but it can't happen until this happens, because if it reconciles, it's just going to repeat the same pattern. But it has to be that I'm finding my self-love and my self-worth inward and upward. I'm releasing these old, smaller truths, smaller emotions that don't serve me anymore, to allow me to have a higher vibrational loving experience instead of a lower vibration. Because if we do what we've always did, we get what we always got, which is breaking up again, right? And I like this awareness coming in, because two eights is a very flowing energy, which means that both of you are really working on things. But I feel like with this Nine of Pentacles, it's still going to be a while, and that both would need to do that work in order for the energy to be able to draw each other together. Otherwise, if one's up here and one's down here, you miss each other, or vice versa, right? But when you both have raised your vibration, you do this. If not, if you don't raise your vibration and you guys are drawn together, then it's again, right? So hopefully that helps. But that's what's coming in Infinity. And let me give you an Akashic Records Oracle too. And Erica, I don't think I gave you one, did I, Erica? No. So I owe you one, Erica. So if you're still here, I'll also give you one of these Akashic ones. I think I forgot. Right. So Infinity. Yeah. So just to confirm, you got Solitude. So right now, spending time alone is often what we need to hear the whispers of our soul. Get to know all aspects of yourself so you can stand on your own in any situation. So, little confirmation there. And then Erica, if you're still here, I didn't give you one of these. It's like you didn't get your fortune cookie with your meal. Yeah, so Erica, you got scattered energy here, which is for the um your question. You have too much on your plate and have lost your focus. Actually, I feel like this is their energy. They have too much on their plate and they've lost their focus. They definitely have the scattered energy, right? That's causing them to feel exhausted and overwhelmed. So they can prioritize their well-being and create a new plan. Yeah. So they do feel scattered, and that totally makes sense with that energy there. All right. So that is what they have. You're very welcome, Infinity. All right. Oh, thank you, Nelia. Glad you guys like the fortune cookie at the end. All right. So let me just double check here. So Nelia, we have a couple for you, and then Shay Shay, hey Shay Shay, just got your donation that came through via Z PayPal, so you'll be up after that. All right. So Nelia, thank you so much for your first donation here, and I keep on forgetting that yours is in green. So you got your free reading, which we will get to later. And you like the lighting and the plants, the little coziness. All right, so here it is. When will Megan get along with her mother? She had a bad attitude and no gratitude. Sure, let's take a look here. So, based on current energies, when will Megan get along with Mamacita? Let's see here. Okay, tell us a little bit more about that. Is that it? Anything else around that? Okay. Thought there was more. All right. So the win, yeah, we've got the Four of Cups, emotional stability here. You know, there's just, yeah, when Megan gets emotionally stable, or mom, or both. But there, it does show here, the Four of Cups shows that things do work out eventually. We'll see what comes in here because we have like one card, two cards, three cards that came out here too. And we got the Hierophant coming in. The Hierophant is the higher self, bringing in clarity. We even got the Daughter of Swords, which is when we see things from a different perspective, when we see things from a higher perspective. They are birds of a feather flocking together here because I feel like this is mom and this is, you know, um, Megan. And you can see how they're both perched on their own things here, and though they both fly, they are different, uh different species. And what I when I first saw the Hierophant and this come out, it's like there's a point in our lives where we realize how intelligent our parents really were, but it takes us moving past us thinking that we know everything and that were smarter than our parents were. You know, usually happens in our 20s. We have this aha in our late 20s or 30s. Wow, our parents were a lot smarter than I gave them credit for. And I feel like I feel like it will work itself out here, especially with one, two, three, like one card, two cards, three cards. There's this progression that's happening, and I feel like things will change, and we'll see here. Yeah, and we got the Five of Cups coming in here. We've got this transformation of emotion. You know, moving from focusing on lower vibrational emotion to higher vibrational emotion. So there is this both parties, it takes two to fight, not just one. So mom also, has stuff that comes up with that too. So, when two people don't get along, it's two people not getting along. Because it takes two to tango. And if one person doesn't want to dance, then they don't dance, and then there can be communication. But if both spark and trigger, then that's reverting to two-year-olds fighting over a toy. It's not going to go well. If one person remains a mature adult and um, works with the 2-year-old and getting them to come out of their fears, that's what it comes down to. Because really, in life, every moment is either of unconditional love or a cry for unconditional love. And so, when someone's crying for unconditional love, that freaks us out and we start crying for unconditional love, then there's two crybabies. But if one of us stays in a space of unconditional love and someone's crying out for it, we can give them that love and that changes our interaction, right? So that's number one, is starting off there. Number two, yeah, I feel like there's going to be a transformation of emotion and understanding of their emotions. And then we've got the Sun card and the Ten of Pentacles. So fullness of life comes in here. And there is going to be some great change that happens that just makes them both feel a bit more less fearful, and they're able to bond back together, I feel. Yeah, because we've got, oh my gosh. We got, I was gonna say, "Oh, look, we got Mother Luna," and, "Oh, look, we've got also, the Queen of Pentacles, the Mother of Pentacles," Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. So there's all this nurturing that comes in here, and it just really changes things up here. Yeah, even the Six of Swords, we leave behind old ways of thinking and to move into new ways of thinking. Um, is Megan pregnant, or is she have children? Because I feel like something that happens when she becomes a mother, that it changes her relationship with her mom too. So I definitely feel like there's this, um, and that could be the big change that comes in here. That when she does become pregnant, or has a child or child responsibilities, that 26 and single. Well, there you go. So yeah, she's got a couple more years before she realizes how smart her mom is. But I also feel like when she has a child, that it changes things too. So I like that. Let's take a look here. All right. So let's see what else they have here for you. Yeah. Strategy and planning. It's like they're playing games, right? But it's your so her actions have taken her to a new phase in her spiritual evolution. Now's the time she's going to plan and strategize for the highest possible outcome. But I feel like this chess game that's going on here, you know, there's like this competition that's going on between them, for attention a little bit. But I feel like when she has a baby that comes up, that it changes the relationship, because there's something that just triggers within Megan that allows her to go, oh, this bond of, and I feel like she might have a daughter too, like mother daughter, mother daughter. It just changes her perception of things. So I like that. You hope so. Very cool. All right. So that is what they have for that one, Nelia. So thank you for that one. And then for your second one, you wanted to know here, do we see you ever traveling in the near future? When, where, and with whom? All right. And thank you for your additional donation. I appreciate that. Let's see what we have. And then Shay Shay will be up. And for anyone new coming in, so I for donations, those get priority and I dive deeper into them. And then my YouTube channel members, which you'll see their names in green with badges, they are second priority up after those, and I'll do their free readings. And then I'll be on for about another hour, and then I start at the very top and work my way down. So if you want yours prioritized, then a donation of any kind can do that. You can use the super chat at the bottom or in the description box of the video. I got my Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and Square, and you can make whatever donation you're able to. All right. So, any traveling in the near future? Let's look at that first. All right. Possibilities. So, when, where, and with who? All right. Ooh, and what's this mystery card? All right. Yep, you got your patience card on the bottom of the deck. So there is this progression that's happening with this, with traveling. Um, and but you have the magician card on the bottom, which tells you that it's in your power. There is possibilities with the magician because that's all about um, you know, um, manifestation. It's all about paying attention to where I'm investing my energy, right? So if I'm like, oh, I really want a vacation, I want a vacation, I want a vacation, what does that do? That pushes vacations away from us because our energy is saying, you know what, I really enjoy? Not going on a vacation, but wanting to go on a vacation. So if I get to go on a vacation, then I don't want to anymore because I'm on a vacation. So, what we can start doing is changing your energy, right? Your fur babies. Oh, boo boo boo. But it's like changing your energy, having gratitude about vacation, about where you're going. And if you're like, well, I don't want to leave my fur babies behind, um, then have gratitude about, Creator, you know that I don't want to leave my fur babies alone. I want them, if I am leaving them behind because I can't take them with me, then, help me find somewhere I feel safe leaving them with, right? Or if you're like, I don't care where I go on vacation, then it's finding there's pet friendly hotels, all over the place. So it doesn't have to hold you back if you want to go to the coast somewhere and bring them with you, right? So there can be different routes, but it's about your energy. Whatever you focus on is what's growing and expanding there, right? So it's like, okay. I'm gonna change my energy instead of believing that an obstacle is my fur babies, instead have gratitude, right? And change that because that's what keeps it away. And then the when, yeah, you got the hanged man. That's a delay and pausing like the temperance here. The 6 of cups coming in here though is I feel like this is about childhood dreams where and again the timing has to do with your energy with the magician, so you can you know uh go right away anywhere from December to June of next year with this 12 and the 6 is where you're at with your current energy. But if you change your energy, it can be even sooner than that. Otherwise, it's going to be the first 6 months of next year. But you don't have to stay in that time frame. You're the ruler of the time frame. So I like that. That's where we want it. Where are you going to go? Two of wands, whatever you focus on. There's like two places that I feel you really want to go. And you know, I like this that you're the one that gets to choose. The Two of Wands is all about, Ace of Wands is passion and excitement, new adventure. Two of Wands is um, making plans. One of the decks that I have, I can't remember which one in particular it is, but it shows someone with a globe and a travel little brochure looking out the window thinking, where do I want to go? And let me make plans and then take steps towards making it happen. So it could be wherever you're wanting to go, but it's about you, with your energy there. So I like that. With whom? Well, it's all by yourself. No, I'm just kidding. Let's take a look here. Oh, okay. So you've got here the high priestess. That's what I was saying. It's by yourself, but um the high priestess is you. But the four of wands is joy and celebration and gatherings and celebration. And I feel like one of the two, because I feel like there's two places, One of them is by yourself because it's somewhere you just wanna go and get away from everyone. And the other one, it's like a celebration. It's like celebrating someone's wedding or birthday or, there's some sort of, again, celebration and gathering around it, or family reunion, planning a reunion or a friend reunion, but it has to do with gathering. So one's by yourself and the other one is, a big celebration. I like these for you. You've got the Mother of Swords balancing your head and your heart. So, don't let your head decide what you can and can't do. Let your heart go, oh, you know what I'd love to do? Maybe one is your head where you're like, hey, for this celebration, for this person's special birthday or whatever, or bachelorette party or whatever it is. It's like, hey, we're going to go on this destination. So we're going to go do this. Let's plan this. Let's get it going. And then the other is like, I don't want anyone to be around me. I just want to be by myself. I'm gonna just sit by the pool, lay, whatever. But it's about planning it and having it come in here. Let's see here too with your Kashik Truth Oracle. Let's see what we got in here. All right. Yeah, soar the friendly skies. You're being asked to stop dimming your own light, period. It's time for you to come out of the shadows and let your authentic self soar. Fly high, dear one. So there you go. Take that flight. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So that is what they have for that one for you, Nelia. So again, thank you for your dual donations. I really appreciate that. And Shay, you are up next. Let me just make sure here. All right. All righty. You are very welcome. So Shay, let us go down here. Thank you for your donation via the PayPal. Mm, hey, wow. So I'm glad you are alive and well there in Asheville. I know someone else that lives. Well, don't know them, but they're a friend of a friend that I know through Facebook, and they put pictures. I think they live close to it. And I looked at Asheville before I was drawn back here, and I'm like, wow. So I looked at it and wandered around it via Google Maps and looked at a beautiful area, and I'm so sad that it got hit so bad there. So I'm glad you're okay and that you were protected. Oh, you want to know? They said power will come on tomorrow night. Is that true? All right. Let's find out here. So are they is that your spiritual posse is having you move to somewhere new? You're like, "Oh god, I get the hint. My god, you could have just sent me a text." Yeah, in need of power. You have the Father of Pentacles. That's feels like that is a very positive sign because that's the outside world and even the brightness of light coming in here. You're so ready to move. And you got the World card coming in, which is another victory card underneath there. So that's a very positive energy here. Let's see what else they have here. Yeah, we got the Ace of Wands. So here's brightness and power kicking in there. And yeah, what's be just kind of be aware because when you get power back, you can see things and um they have expectations, disappointment. Eventually it's the last thing that grows on the fruit trees, the fruit that comes in. So I feel like this bright light comes on, but there's also this, knowing that everything else just takes time. It's going to take time to recover all this other stuff, but I feel like they're getting, their priority is getting power there, and then they're able to go to the next step and the next step and the next step that comes in there. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, you got the mother and the daughter of swords coming in. A lot of communication, a lot of you know, clarity of things coming in here for you too. Balance of your head and your heart with the mother of swords, and the daughter of swords is the balance, the groundiness of the mind as well. That's coming in here. So it's allowing, I feel like there's going to be a lot of new communication that's coming in here um, about things. So just trust, try to trust the process. I know that it's hard when you're in the middle of the devastation, um, but just know that, that the physical world, it's all temporary anyway. And it's hard to, we're either going to get through the next moment or we're not. In either case, we're going to be fine. And, you know, not putting the trust in the humans, but putting the trust in spirit and following that energy there, right? Yeah. So, let go of what's outside of your control. That's the big thing, right? And I feel like with the daughter of swords and the mother of swords, that is this, you know, mothering energy kicking in, right? And um, yeah, he wants his Sesame Street. You're like, no, there's nowhere we can go. Yeah, the Son of Wands, striking like a little cobra. All right, Rattler, settle down. Oh, he has autism. Yeah, so he's not used to irregular things happening. He likes his regularness for sure. But yeah, just do your best to let go of what's outside of your abilities. All you can do is control your own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets and the stories that are up here, the emotions you're feeling, the energy you're putting out. And you know, I know it's a difficult thing to do, but just take it a moment at a time and focus on gratitude around, you know, gratitude for all those times your son has been calm, gratitude for power, and look around and try to see all the stuff that we're grateful for. It's difficult when we're, having all this destruction and stuff around us, but when we start to raise our love vibration, we start drawing in things that match that, and it's a good reminder for all of us with everything going on in the world. Let's see what else they have here for you. Kashik truth. Rucka, 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 patience. That's kind of what we had there, right? Oh my God, I do. I live off of white noise, so I can imagine. You're being asked to practice patience right now. It's not easy to do this, but you're strong. And there's a reason why things aren't aligning in the way you want them to in the moment. Have patience, it will eventually work out. Can't make that up. Yeah, whenever I go to anyone's home or a hotel or whatever, even when I went to visit my dad for 3 weeks in Hawaii years ago, um, one, it was warm, but I also, I could hear everything and everything keeps me awake. So I'm like, "Can I please have I said, "Do you mind if we go and get a fan and I can leave it here because I can't take it back, but do you mind? I just don't wanna, like, clog your place." "Oh, we're thinking of getting a fan, but only if we'll," made me, I mean, they were like, "We have to buy it for you, though." I'm like, "Alright." But I totally understand the white noise. Yeah, your patience is thin. Yeah, just a moment at a time. But I feel like power, will be back tomorrow. Um, just as long as we have gratitude, Because if we're wanting, 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 that pushes it away. But if we have gratitude going, you know what? I'm grateful that I have a roof. I'm grateful that the storm has stopped. I'm grateful, for this. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for my son. I'm grateful for my neighbors. I'm grateful for that we were spared injury. And the more we do that, then we do that here. You live in the woods. So hang in there, my dear. Sending you lots of love. I can't imagine. Yeah. So I feel like they'll get some electricity going on down there. Eventually, it'll get to everywhere, but I feel like it'll be in stages. So it's like your neighbor might get it, and then you can run over there. Can I run an extension cord? All right. So many blessings, my dear. Hang in there. We all send you so much love and surround you with wonderful, unconditional love energy, and your neighbors for their safety. It's the way we used to live in the olden days. I try to remember that, we're so blessed. Third world countries, a lot of them don't have electricity and air conditioning and, plumbing, drinkable water, all this kind of stuff. It's just like there's so much to be grateful for, and that can help. Absolutely. Hang in there, my dear. Give us an update. Let us know how you're doing. All righty. I think that was it for the donations. So I'm going to scroll and then we're going to take care of the my YouTube channel members, which their names are in green with a little badge. So I'll do those. And then after that, I should be able to start on some free readings too. So let's jump in here. And so up first here, let's see. We've got Sean G. So Sean G, you want to know, will you get your painting into the museum? Ooh, how exciting. Let's take a look here. What do they want you to know here? All right. Got the Page of Cups, which is joy and celebration. It's heightened emotion. It's a positive card there. And the Judgment card too is this is your higher self having you look at things from a different perspective with it too. So, it feels here like there's this, the Judgment card is like the calling card. It's like your higher self calling you to a heightened place and expressing yourself. So, I feel like this is a positive yes that's coming in here. And trusting the timing with that Judgment card for some reason is coming in with that too. But it does feel like you will get that into the museum. And I feel like it opens up a road for you or a path for you of putting some other things in different places as well. So I feel like it's a good introduction of sharing your gift with the world. So I like that. So that feels very positive with that there. So that's what they have for you, Sean. So many blessings to you. And then let me see here. I think Mystic Bond, you were just gifted a membership. So I'm just looking down the list here to make sure there wasn't anyone else. Okay. So Mystic Bond, you will be up next here. And so you're single, you have a new love interest. Woo-hoo-hoo, you really like him. You're convinced you'd be perfect together, but at the same time, you still think about the man you walked away from this year. Any advice? All right, let's take a look here. See what Spirit recommends here. So for your free readings are just 1 to 2 cards. So we'll see what they have here for you. What advice? Okay, no, they want to give you 3. So you have 1 and then these other ones here. All right. You've got the 8 of Pentacles, which is the, evolution. It reminds me sometimes of, even though it's a spider, it's like a butterfly. It's a caterpillar transforming into a butterfly. And especially with these other cards here, with the Justice card and this, is it the daughter? No, mother of swords, queen of swords. You've got this ace of swords for both of these two. This is about the Justice card, especially with this queen of swords. The combination of all these three together just tell me a very clear story of you've been working on your expectations and your thoughts and beliefs and mindsets around love, around relationship, right? And you've been working on this and releasing things. You've changed, you've evolved. The person that you walked away from, you were caterpillars and you did caterpillar things, but you were ready to evolve. You were called into your cocoon, you transformed, and now you're a butterfly. And how you remember the person you walked away from, you're remembering them from your caterpillar mind. And when you look at them from your new, as you're exiting your cocoon and you're this butterfly, you're going to recognize that, wait a minute, I don't want to eat leaves anymore like a caterpillar. I want to search for flowers, for blossoms, for nectar. That's what a butterfly gets attracted to, flowers. It doesn't eat that anymore, it eats nectar. It can travel and migrate thousands of miles. It can't move at a snail's pace along the forest floor anymore. So, what attracted you to your first person that you walked away from this year, you're not that same person anymore. You've transformed. You were changing. That's what caused the friction, anyways. You guys weren't seeing eye to eye anymore. Um, and because you changed, you have evolved. And this other person feels more like a butterfly. They feel like someone who more meets um, who you are. The Mother of Swords is like one of my compatible partner kind of energies. And I feel like that's who you're being drawn to now. And so when you look back, go, oh, the caterpillar days. But now you're a butterfly and you desire different things, right? Sorry, I'm just going to close my. Keep on getting drawn to the dark window because the sun has set. Okay. But so that's what I feel is coming in there for you, Mystic Bond. I just feel like there's um, this, what you're being drawn to, if this truly is, this new love interest, this draw is because you're being drawn to someone who's more like you and someone you deserve, and you deserve to be with someone like you that communicates, that, stable, that kind of thing, versus where you were before. So hopefully that makes sense. But that's what's coming in for you there. So many blessings to you. Right. And let me just make sure here. So we did that one. We did that one. Okay. Sorry, just making sure here. And there's any others. So Nelia, you're free reading any messages from your guardian angels. All right, let's take a look here. Well, evidently. So, oh no. You get a temperance card of patience and the 7 of pentacles of patience. Patience, patience. And it's all right, they're like, just, you can trust divine timing. And that used to really, like the creator, I'd be like, this is going on in my life and everything. They go, do you trust me? I go, I do trust you. Do you trust my timing? Why do you got to push it? But it's like, yes, I do trust you that you're going to bring the perfect situation or person and the perfect timing in the perfect way. You can trust, we can trust humans. You know, all it takes is a human to feel unsafe and out of control, and then their little 2-year-old and their little pet hissing cat are in charge, and then, oh, everything goes to hell, right? But we can trust creator. And I like this, like, Trust the process, trust that things are unfolding. There's alchemy happening in your life. The temperance card usually has like two cups. They're going back and forth, and each time the base metal goes back and forth, this magic happens, and it's becoming more and more and more like gold. And so trust that, you put bread in the oven and it's going to bake, and you can always take the bread out earlier, but you're going to end up when you bite into that bread, a mouthful of dough, unbaked dough. But if you wait for it to be finished, oh, perfect bread, right? So I feel like they're telling you, trust timing. It's perfect. All right. So that's what they have for your free one there, Nelia. Okay. And we did those. We did those. And we did those. Sorry, just making sure here. All right. So that was all of my YouTube channel members. So now I'll be on for about 30 more minutes and we'll see how many free readings we can get in here. And if anyone wants to make sure theirs is done, donation of any kind, I'll prioritize and dive deeper. Free readings are like 1 to 2 cards, so those will move a little quicker here too. So morning, you are up first for the first free reading. So general for next week for career. Let's try that again. I dropped half the deck. All right. So what did they want you to know about next week? Yeah, there definitely is here. You've got the world card, which is a victory card. And there's this, ending of old cycles, beginning of new adventures. You even got the two of pentacles here, which is normally about balance and a couple of different opportunities opening up. But you can see the cycle of the infinity symbol in the middle too. And we have the three of cups that came out with it too, came flying out. And so that is joy, that is celebration, but it is about community and groups. And I feel like your interaction with a group and an old way of dealing with things, I feel like there's a different approach, a balanced approach. And I feel like you're being drawn into, I don't know if there's meetings or if you're being added to a group at work that has a specific task, but it's definitely about community and about groups. And try to have a balanced approach, understanding that, okay, so this is a new way I can look at this, a new journey, a new adventure. Try to go about it without expectations and trying to control it. I know it's hard, but just allow yourself to go with the flow, involving groups and meetings next week. And I know one of my biggest challenges when I was in corporate life is, there's an agenda. Let's get through the agenda. And people would go off on all these tangents. And it was my Capricorn taskmaster. Let us get through the agenda. We're off base. Let's get back. Come on. Instead of just flowing with it and learning, if it wasn't my meeting, I didn't need to control it. And so I just let it happen. And I feel like that's kind of this week coming up, that there's meetings and groups. Now, if you are in charge of a meeting, if it's your meeting that you're leading, you can gently nudge everything back and say, that's really great. We have limited time and I really want to get back to this subject. So if you don't mind, let's look at this. So what do you guys think about blah blah blah? And kind of draw them back in, right? So that's what I feel they have for you morning. So many blessings to you. Right. And then doll faced diva, you will be up next here after I jump down here. I did get a donation coming through. So Aisha, thank you so much for your donation and for the fruit. All right. And you want to know, is the Sag guy done with you? Well, are you done with them? Shoot, right? Let's take a look here. So, based on their current energy, what's going on here with this Sag here? All right. I don't feel like they've necessarily made a decision here yet. Because, you know, regardless of what happens, I feel like this message is for you from Spirit with the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is basically it says everything that happens in our life does happen for us, whether it's someone leaving us or something like that. So, we have that there, but the Wheel of Fortune also says that, sometimes our human goes, "How is that for me?" But when the Wheel of Fortune comes out, it's like even our humans on board with, "Oh, I see how this is for me," which can mean like if the Sag is done and they move on, who comes next is like, "Hallelujah! Oh my God, I thought they were great. They are like, whoa," coming in here, and that's what I feel like. There's they wanted just to have that on the bottom, that energy there. Because you have the Two of Wands and the High Priestess. The High Priestess is like this energy that they have kind of have stepped back. They're in their High Priestess temple, and they're really evaluating things, looking at behind the veil and deep into their emotions. And the Two of Wands is this, both of these twos are that there's this choice to be made. And that's why I feel like they haven't made it yet, because they're kind of weighing things out. And then these cards came out together. We've got the Hanged Man, which is paused, reflection, trying to see things from a different perspective. And the 10 of, is it the 10 of Wands? Yeah, the 10 of Wands is, this one of the things that they're contemplating is, where am I investing all of my energy? And do I want to continue to invest my energy in this, or do I need to let stuff go? And I feel like there is this burden and this feeling that they have on themselves. It's not that you're putting the burden on them, but they've got this burden based on their own thoughts and beliefs that are here. And they have the Eight of Cups, which is contemplation of, do I want to walk away from emotions that no longer serve me, and is it best for me to move forward? So they're in this little place here, and there's a great reflection whenever we're seeing where someone's coming from. Their little storm that's going on, it's none of our business. It really doesn't have anything to do with us. They're seeing the world through their own eyes. They don't even see you clearly. They just see you by this image that they've formed in their own mind, by their own perceptions, by their own conditioning, by their own experiences growing up. So they don't even have a clue of who you really are. They don't realize you're this Queen of Wands, this Mother of Wands, that, powerful energy. Whatever you focus on is, you make things happen. You draw people to you. You've got a great intuition and connection to the spirit world. And I like that it's a snake, it's a rattlesnake, right? It's like you're not someone to be messed with, but you're powerful. And I feel like you need to know that, as well, with the Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, basically telling you to be true to your authentic self, and not to be afraid and walk on eggshells. I love that. Don't walk on eggshells. There's actually eggs there. You know, that if someone doesn't recognize your power and the benefit of who you are, they don't deserve you. Even the Seven of Wands underneath that is about shining bright and not asking permission to shine or dimming your light for anyone, that not shrinking, that I'm going to be me. And if you're done with me, be gone, be gone. In fact, I'm done with you. If you can't recognize this, and I feel like I have to always be wondering if you're going to leave me or not, then, let me just solve it and be gone, because whatever is coming, this Wheel of Fortune, it is for me, right? And even underneath that, you've got the Empress, which is about Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, nurturing yourself, and the birthing of things. So I feel like they're kind of hee-hawing around making a decision what they want to do or not. And quite honestly, I feel like it's a good opportunity for you to do the same thing. Right? Look at it and go, do I am I done with the Sagittarius? And go, how patient have I been? You know, you deserve to be with someone like yourself who's equally giving, equally communicative. Are you the one that's always texting first and communicating first and investing so much energy? Yeah, let's see what else they have here for you. Yeah. So we got some healing here. Let's see what we have here. Your body, mind, and soul are in a period of deep healing right now. You're going through many transformations at once, and you're being asked to allow yourself to receive the healing you need with open arms and an open heart. Yeah. So I do feel like, very much this is nurturing yourself and stepping back with that empress and taking time for you to transform that. And, you know, a great question I used to ask myself, because I would pick people that treated me exactly as I wanted them to treat me so that I would find out what I wanted to know about myself. But I would, um, it's that realization that why do I choose these types of individuals? And they were my teachers. They all showed me exactly what I wanted to see about myself until I saw it. They reflected exactly my feelings of my own self worth until I was like, oh, yeah, let me clarify this. So I like this for you. But hopefully that helps there, Aisha. So thank you again for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. Hang in there. And I'm excited for what's coming your way, though. All right. Much love. Right. And then, all right. So up next, we had Dollface Diva. So at general for next week, let's see what else we have here for next week. All right. Well, it looks like here a little bit of hermit time, a little bit of turning inward and upward and giving yourself some good rest. Seven of Cups, a lot of emotions happening next week. So it's important for you to balance all that out. There's a lot of activity, a lot of things being sparked all over the place. Don't feel like it's drama. I just feel like there's just a variety of emotions that are flowing. And so it's important for you to kind of withdraw and take time to nest, take time for you, take time to connect with spirit and that higher love vibration that will help kind of cleanse and wash away the emotions of the day. Start off in the morning. Hey guys, thank you. Grateful for today and thank you for being with me. And then as you go throughout the day, go, "Bleh." If you have an emotion that you're not wanting to feel, just connect with them and allow them to, imagine even just this waterfall of love, unconditional love energy flow over you and it just washes away the other emotions. But I feel like next week is kind of a challenging one with some emotions. So just be aware you're not in it alone and that you always have that ability to go into your shell and connect and find that brightness from within. So I like that for you, Diva. That's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. And then Ateshi Singh. I don't know SSP's current energy towards you. Let's take a look here. All right. Wow. Both of these cards together, the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower, both of these have this whatever unfolds for you. When we're in like it's happening to us, we go into a victim role. We have lower vibrational experiences, and it's okay. There's no wrong choice. But when we're ready, we can transform and go, why did I want this to happen for me? And I do feel like here, the Tower card is this message of whenever anyone or a situation is moved out of our lives, it does happen for us to make space for something that's more in alignment with our higher self and to clear the path on something that's more along our lines here. And so this energy that I'm feeling here with both of those cards coming out, it kind of feels like they're backing off. It kind of feels like, you know, they're being repelled out of your life for you to make space for something more in alignment for you. And so their energy feels combustive, like that lightning that's coming in there. Um, so, we can trust that what is unfolding is for your highest experience. And whatever replaces the things that are removed out of our life, we don't downgrade. It's always an upgrade. So just know that, if that helps. So sorry, Teshi. All right. So many blessings to you. Hang in there. All right. And then Kelly, you wanted to know the meaning of your dream that you had last night with your friend in it. All right. Let's see what kind of guidance can you give us on this dream. All right. So there is this death and this rebirth, this change here. It's like black and white um energy that I feel with this, because the two of wands is whatever energy we focus on changes. And I feel like what they were showing you here with this change, that this friend, the dream wasn't about your friend. Your friend represented someone, or represented you in there, and they just showed up as your friend because of the relationship that you have. Whatever energy you have around that friendship is what they needed represented in the dream, but it wasn't specifically about your friend in it. Because there's this transformation and this change of energy, and they're bringing in this clarity around whatever you focus on is what grows and expands, and that it's time to kind of change your approach to whatever situation this represents. Wherever you're needing, like you're at a kind of a crossroads on, should I end this or not? I'm afraid of a new beginning. I don't want this thing to end, but I feel like it needs to. It's like there's this going back and forth inside. And so they brought this friend into your dream to represent the conflict that's going on, the inner conflict that's going on inside of you. So hopefully that resonates. I feel like that's what's coming through here. Um, I do dream interpretation, so if you want to send me an email with more details, I can give you more guidance on it too. My email is bruddaZEN@gmail.com. It's in the description box too. Right. So that's what they have there for you right now. So many blessings to you. Do I not sleep? Is that what you're saying, Moonlight? I sleep, I do get my sleep. Alright, and then let's see, Dojanique, you also have your dreams. Oh, I just had a donation come through here. So thank you so much, Guerrera means war, for your donation. I appreciate that. Let's give that a love and a like here. So Liz, so you're currently working on a writing assignment for a criminal justice class. Ugh. But it's what you love. Will you successfully pass this assignment? All right. Criminal justice. So let's take a look here. Based on current energies. Okay, they've got that and that. So what else? We'll see what advice they have here for you for it too. Because you got the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, which is all about abundance and victory. So I feel like you'll do well on here. We'll see what advice they have here as well. I feel like, let's see what we got here. All right, yeah, I got a lot of choice coming in here. So I feel like, the Three of Wands, as you're working on it, you might like kind of take this, kind of, um, I was going to say like an alternate course, like you might adjust it and change a little bit here. Because you've got the World card, which is another victory card, an ending of one cycle, beginning of new adventure that comes in here. You got the Father of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, another abundance card. So they're going, it's great, you're going to do great, you're going to do great, you're doing great. but you have this power of choice coming in here with making different choices with what you have coming in. And you've got there's also, and here's the expectations, the fear of failure, So with all three of these coming in together, it's like, um, you already are going to do well with this, but the advice they have for you to make it the most abundant and the best grade possible is to step out of the fears, because when we focus on I fear, I'm going to fail, or I'm going to fear I'm not going to do well, and we have all that, you know, I want and need and fear. That's lower vibrational energy that draws in lower vibrational things to match it. But if you start looking at it and let fears go and start having gratitude and focus on higher vibration, focus on joy and laughter and, you know, then that is what raises it even higher and brings in things that match that higher vibration. So overall, I mean, I see that here: victory, victory, great, great, wonderful, wonderful. But changing your approach to it with a different energy, um, you know, helps with all that. Oh, cool. Yeah. Oh, open ended. Yeah. So step away from, and go, gratitude for the extension. Um, and he goes, "Oh, can you get that done as soon as possible?" Um, to take the pressure off of you, what date do you feel you can comfortably have it done by? And I feel like if you reply back to them to the TA and go, okay, thank you. I'm feeling better. I'm still recovering, but how can I have it to you by this date? Would that work? And then just come up with an agreed date. So instead of having it like it's due now, allow yourself the grace and just say, I'm recovering, I am getting back, to getting everything going. Will this date work? And just do that, and that takes the pressure off. Because when we have the fear, we go out of our brains, our intelligent, compassionate, loving side, and we're a little 2-year old, and it's little pet hissing cat. We don't want them writing your paper. So, I would, you know, um, go about that route. But I feel like you're going to do well with it, and you're going to do good. Just be gentle with yourself, and that energy will do that. Me, almost going to pull here an Akashic Truth Oracle card here for you, and let's see what they have here. Nope, none of that. What else about this paper? Okay, yeah, and here we have a caring connection. So, a new supportive relationship is on the horizon. Might be a kindred spirit or possibly even romance. It could be someone new or the deepening of an existing relationship. Open your heart to this new connection. I feel like that's not so much love as this is, you know, let this be, this is talking about the connection with the TA, I feel. And so, just allow it to be. Don't, you know, write the email going, "Oh my god, I'm freaking out, and you told me how to do this." Blah, 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 blah. Just say, "Oh, okay, thank you." And I'm, I'm freaking out a little bit, because we had an open-ended date. You didn't have to do that. I would just say, "Thank you so much for, allowing me this." Yeah, I can thank him again for the extension. Oh, okay. So if you're not able to finish it by the end of the day, if you put too much pressure on yourself, you can don't be afraid to say, "Oh, I'm I'm making a lot of progress on it, but I think I, uh I think I was unkind with myself by putting a deadline for the end of the day. Can I have it done by Monday night or something?" And then, Um, but the more we panic, the more difficult it is for us to focus, right? So if we lighten ourselves and take big deep breaths, then we can, get down to it here. But I do feel like you're going to do well on it anyway, with all of that. So there you go. That's what they have for you, my dear. So many blessings to you. Thank you again for your donation. Absolutely. And rather you than me working on that kind of paper. Blah. I'm just kidding. You probably something you love to do. All right. And then Moonlight, thank you so much for your donation. Let's give that a love and a like here. You want to know, is R mad at you for being honest the other day? Tough, tough if they are. I'm just kidding. Let's take a look here. So, based on are they currently in a little tiff? Let's see what we got here. Yeah, it feels very flowy energy here. Yeah, bottom of the deck is the Mother of Swords, which is a balance between head and heart. So I don't feel like they're mad here. You know, I feel like with this High Priestess energy, you have you know a very heightened empathic ability, so you pick up people's emotions, and I'm the same way, and friends and especially relationships, they were like, it's not fair that you get to feel my emotions. Um, and then I used to like, why are you feeling that way? I didn't mean that like that. Or like, listen, you can't access my emotions while I'm processing them and then get on me about them. Give me time to process my own emotions. I'm like, oh, okay. Sorry. Oh, wow, it's 4 AM there, wow. You're up early or really, really late. But so I feel like this is just you picking up their emotions of what's going on, and I don't feel like, this is about you. I feel like there's gonna be communication from them, new communication and clarity that comes in. You got the victory and flow of energy coming in here, so, you know, this high priestess, energy too can be about them pulling back and going into their temple and reflecting on things. But I feel like there's something else that has happened, and that's why they're kind of, pulled back a bit from everything because they've got their own stuff that's going on. So I don't feel like that's about you. I feel like there's other stuff going on. But you and your wonderful, empathic abilities are picking up on their emotions. So, it's always fun to put up a little barrier. And I don't know if I've shared these with you before, but I'm gonna just pop these out here for anyone who has big empathic abilities and you find yourself picking up a lot of other people's emotions and things. There's the empath bubble there, and then also the real gift of the empath is a fun one too. I think they're like 10 minutes or less on those if you want to check those. Oh, you're at the local pub. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Fun, fun. All right, so that's what they have for you there. Moonlight. Wait, let me see. Did I pick one of these for you? Nope. So Moonlight. Let me also give you a your Akashic Truth Oracle. So it's fear, right? Yeah. So we have take charge here. Says you're taking a back seat in a relationship or a situation, and it may end up costing you time, money, or opportunity. It says you need to step up and regain control once again. So not that you can control them, but you can reach out to them, and uh, when you give them that love, and if you the real gift of the empath that talks about how you can flood love energy to them, and that just helps them. It makes it easier for them to choose higher vibration instead of being butthurt too, which is their choice. They we can make it easier or harder for people to choose unconditional love or fear, but always it's their choice, right? But I feel like there's a lot more going on than just that. So that's what you're picking up from them. All right, everybody. Sorry I didn't get through a ton of the free readings. Um, but I am about to head off to spend some time with my praying mantis members. If anyone is interested, my Zen Cricket is $2.99 a month, which gives you access to my Wednesday night. We have 2-hour free session for all my YouTube channel members. But my Zen Cricket, I have, in addition to that, also Thursday nights for 2 hours. After my Friday and Saturday night sessions, we spend an hour together. And then also in my tomorrow, Sunday, an hour after that session. On my Fridays and Saturdays, when I don't get to the free readings, I used to come back on and complete them all. But I when I got the plague, Spirit really spoke to me about balancing. But Sundays, still keep that where if you come back tomorrow, I'm on from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Time. Whatever readings I don't get to during that session, after I spend time with my praying mantis members and I eat, I come back on later in the afternoon and I complete all free readings from that morning session. So you'll definitely get messages from Spirit. If you've been trying and you haven't been able to get it these last couple of days, please come back tomorrow and we'll make sure we get a message for you. All right. But in the meantime, remember, everybody, every second of every day of your life, we are truly, eternally, and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you guys too. So thank you again for all the love, all the support, all the thumbs up. Appreciate it. And until I see you guys again, enjoy the rest of your day or your night, wherever you're at in the world. And until I see you guys again, much love. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon.